Welcome back. I'm Dr. Andrea Christian Parks and welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here. We are wrapping up a series and we're talking about how to know if you're ready for permanent weight loss. So let me say, if you haven't seen the earlier videos, please go back, catch up, watch them all, binge them, whatever you want to do. But this week, I want to talk about a bigger reason. And it's, this is a good one. This is a good one. Sometimes we make decisions about things that we're going to do, and we do them. There's lots of reasons why we do things. And a lot of times I think the reason we do what we do is because we think it's what's best. It's a good thing. It's an honorable thing. It's a righteous thing. It's a spiritual thing. And I will tell you that for me, making the decision to lose weight was a spiritual decision. For me, it was. Now, I'm not telling you to choose my reason. I'm just going to share my reason with you. Okay? Whatever your reason is, I want to help you to put it in a framework that works for you, that gives you that fire, that compelling reason to stick to your plan when you're tempted to chuck it and just toss the whole thing. Because you're tired, you're frustrated, it's not going the way you want, whatever. So before I tell you about that part, please, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Hit your notifications so you don't miss any videos. And if you're liking what you're seeing, give a thumbs up, make some comments. I'd love to talk to you, just so that other people also can find these videos. Okay, so what was my bigger reason? So for me, I have a very strong faith in the creator of the universe, in God. And I believe that so many of the things that I have done in my life, where I've been, where I'm going, are because of him and his design. And so it was this, I want to call it kind of a revelation for me, where I realized, I had done these different things in my life. I had followed these paths, becoming a physician and getting married and having children, where I was with God through those different things. But for some reason in my mind, the concept of what I was doing with my body and what my weight was divorced from my relationship with God. It wasn't connected. And for me, I became very clear that the way I was eating, the way I was responding to the signals that were given to me by God in our human design, with hunger and fullness and some of the things that I teach, that I really wasn't honoring any of that in my normal living. And so what I realized was I was not connected to God in my eating and in my body and taking care of this body. So when I decided that part of that, the biggest, most compelling reason, there were the other ones I talked about in the other weeks, but that I was accountable to God for how I ate and for how I obeyed the way he had designed me to be, that clarity right there shifted things for me. Because it no longer was, I'm doing this just because, I want to look good in my clothes or I feel uncomfortable in my body or whatever. This was a matter of being accountable to my creator. So for me, that was a big, incredibly impactful decision for me. It's what helped me when I would get to a place where I'd be tempted to do something that I knew wasn't going to work, because I just wanted to, then I would go, no, because I am committed to following him. Now, that may not be your worldview. That may not be the way that you live, and that's okay. I am not here as a coach only to coach people who come from the same faith as I do. That's not what I'm saying. I can help anybody from any way that they're coming at this. That was a compelling thing for me. Let me give you another example. And I want to give you a bad example so that you know the difference. And I don't mean bad in a negative way, but in a way that won't necessarily have the same compelling motivation for you. So one of the reasons that some people come up with is, well, I want my kids to be proud of me when they look at me. I want them to look at me in this big body and think, oh, mom doesn't take care of herself, or mom doesn't look like the other moms or something. I want my kids to feel something about me. That's not going to work. Let me tell you why. Because you have zero impact on what your child thinks of you. You can try to influence them. And those of you who have older kids, teenagers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can talk to your purple, and you're not going to change their mind necessarily. They will decide what they think and what they feel. So having a motivation that is external to you, trying to get the approval of someone, or I want my husband to stop saying negative things about how I look, or I want him to be proud of me when we go out on a date because of how I look. That's not the kind of motivation I'm talking about. That's not the bigger reason. If you had, on the other hand, a reason that said something like, I want to be the kind of mom who can get on the floor and play with my kids, who can run around and chase them at the playground, who doesn't have knee pain and back pain because of my weight, and I can go up and down the stairs and I can keep up with my kids. I don't feel like I'm 20 years older than I am with these little kids. Or, I mean, you know, you go on vacation with preteens or teenager kids, and they want to go on some excursion, and you're like, I'm not putting on a life jacket, or like, I don't want to fit in a kayak or whatever the activity. I don't want to go rock climbing or something, but that's what they want to do. And then you just sit on the side because you don't feel in your body in a way that you can participate. Now, that may never be activities that you would do. I don't care what size your body is. You might just be like, that's just not me. That's okay. You get my point though. That you may decide to change your body so that you can show up in your life the way you want to show up in your life. Period. That is a bigger reason. So whether your reason starts more like me and with a spiritual focus, or if it's a physical, I want to change my body so I can be different, or something else that makes you say, this is the thing that I say yes to when I need to say no to something else. So for me, when I said no to eating off my plan, or off my, eating just random snacks and foolishness because I just saw it and wanted it, I would say no to it because I was saying yes to honoring God. Or I'd say no to it because I was saying yes to becoming the mom in the body that I wanted to be in, to show up the way I wanted to show up in my own life. So I want you to think about that and decide, are you there? Is that where you're at? Do you have that sort of compelling, powerful, bigger reason? Not just something small. Now, all the whys are good to gather. You want little whys and big whys and all the different whys that get you through every time you need to make a decision. Some will work in some situations and some will work in others. But having a bigger one, a real compelling one, is absolutely critical to moving forward towards permanent weight loss. So, if you know that you are ready, maybe you need help finding your compelling why. Maybe you need help finding your bigger reason. But you know that you're ready. You want the permanent weight loss. you're ready to get off the roller coaster, and you want some help, email me. Email me at drandreachristianparks@gmail.com. Let's meet. We'll set up a consultation, and we'll see if you're ready to start working together. All right. Again, subscribe, hit your notifications, and do the thumbs up so that we can help other people find these videos. And I will see you for the next series coming up soon. Bye.